Greetings, friends, fools, and friendly fools. I'm Kai, or some might call me the Authorial Tamperer, if they're fake. Or if they just really want to, I don't know, stroke my dumb ego, I don't know. I am back, and today we are going to go over the art that I used to draw. This is likely going to be a less long video than the other ones, probably. And I will attempt to redesign the characters a little bit, so that should be fun. Hope you bear with me, hope you enjoy it. So, to begin with, on page 3, it's chapter 1, we get our first illustration. I don't fully understand what's happening in this picture. People are crying, so there's that. Mistelle's crying. I can tell who Mistelle is because Mistelle had these long puppy tails on either side that had like little water droplets and things attached to them. I don't have her full design. Sorry. Just the little sketches I did. I can tell who Rosie is because Rosie put a bunch of flowers in her hair the first opportunity she got because she's like that, so we have a fool that is just like bedecked in flowers. And that is clearly Rosie. I'm guessing, no offense to Jay, I'm guessing Jay is the boring looking one. Jay just kind of has, and I'm guessing that only because of like the process of elimination. Jay just doesn't have, you know, Jay just is the only one here that doesn't really have much going on with her outfit. I don't know what Misty is doing. She's, speaking nightmare spells in order to conjure little demon rats, I guess. Go off. I too would like to do that. Though I would only turn them on my enemies, because I myself am not the most fond of rats. And then Kay's just in the background, because why bother with men? I mean, that is a joke. I just didn't know how to handle dudes when I was a kid, and I didn't really have a good design for him anyway. He was just literally just a man.
Close your eyes and spare yourself a view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man.
Literally just a man. He had a middle part. I am so sorry. On the page afterwards, page 4, we get Rosie tying her father to a tree. Slay Queen. Her father also has a middle part, I might add. I didn't know how to draw boy hairstyles, so everyone got like this weird little like, you have hair, congrats, I guess. To be fair, that's kind of how the boys in my family treat their own hair sometimes, it feels like. And for our final illustration, we have, I don't know, I'm guessing it's probably Misty talking to the jaguar. I even have little illustrations where there's these little zigzag lines and it says blah blah blah, because that's how you speak jaguar. And there's this cute little pile of yellow and brown that is the jaguar, I suppose. I just thought about how that would sound out of context, like without the jaguar part, and I don't like it. Anyway, and Ruby is there. Or is that Jay? I don't know. Probably Jay. Actually, now that I think about it. I assumed it was Ruby because I was like, red. And then I remembered that Jay had red hair. Like Jay's original person had red hair, and it does seem more in line with the Jay picture from the page before. So that's what we're working with. I can give a better thing of what my style looked like at the time when it wasn't a little tiny doodle on a page. This was about how it looked. It's very not bad for like an 8/9-year-old learning how to draw. I will say that. Props to Baby Kai. They could draw stick figures with oversized heads and misshapen chibi eyes. Well done. About a year ago, I did try to redraw Mistel. It happened to be on one of the worst weekends of my life, though, so I never finished her. Whoops. Bad timing, am I right? This is that. Not bad. Not the best. And when I say redesign, I just tried to like redraw her old design. So yeah, she had a face. I don't even know where to start because these people are just absolute messes. And I do not know how to deal with them. So, for old designs, Rosie was, I'm gonna say blonde, because I'm naturally blonde. That's fun. She was blonde, she had a face, and she wore a lot of flowers. That's about it. Excellent. I'm just taking notes because this is very important. Next up we have Mistel. She was also blonde because this was based heavily on our own physical appearances, though of course, Rosie had far longer hair than I ever would because long hair drives me insane. And I would not be able to tolerate it long enough to get it that long. But that's an aside. Mistel, also blonde. Also face. I don't think any of the characters were faceless. Forgive me if I'm incorrect. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. She had, like, frozen water droplets and, like, frost and stuff all over the place, and she wore primarily blue. I think Rosie wore a lot of green. I need to add that. Face, flowers and green, face, frost drops, and blue. Misty, you guessed it. She was blonde. As it is now, I do try to make my casts a lot more diverse, to be fair. I was in the kindest way possible. The group where this was formed was not the most diverse group of people. In appearance, ideas, anything really. It was just kind of a little bubble of misfortune. So, blonde. I think she wore a lot of brown, because brown is an animal color, I guess. Brown. And animal print. Oh gosh. Jay wore a lot of, had red hair, so ginger. According to that picture, it seems like she wore red. Oh, she also has a face. I've been forgetting. Gosh, silly me. What am I gonna do? I will note, they did not have hands. So, that is an important feature. No hands allowed. Okay. I think this design will be very good now that I have the basic ideas down of no hands ever. Oh wait, there is hands One time, Rosie had hands. Rosie has hands. But the hands are circles. I don't think I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna give her real hands. I think I should redraw the actual images just for fun. Like, I should be redrawing these as they were. Like, not even just redesign. No, we're going to redraw the actual images, and we're going to give you such a good experience. It's going to be lovely. So, Ginger, for Jay, wears red. I think she had like a nice little gem at her belt. So, gem belt. And according to the picture where I had color, blue eyes. But no hands. No hands. To be fair, I understand why nobody had hands, because I could not draw hands. I was a child. When I tried to draw hands, they looked like orbs with little, like, things poking out of them. Or a heavily inflated rubber glove. Whatever the case, they didn't look good. So no hands. I do have to redesign Jennifer, of course, which I will note, I am all for a gender non-conforming queen. I mean, in case you do not know, I am trans. I am not a woman. I know, shocking. I'm sorry. We're trying to make myself feel comfortable with the fact that I have myself while I am stuck like this. Hence the cosplay, because I don't have to be me. Anyway, that was an aside. But, sorry, this is making no sense. I'm going to make it make sense. Jennifer was called, if I remember correctly, let's see. There was a part where Jennifer was called by masculine pronouns. Yeah. The jaguar that killed Lisa sauntered forward. He was pulling a wagon with a girl in the back. He. Jennifer. We stand a gender non-conforming queen, I guess. I don't know. That's all. Right. K, the forgettable man. K. No distinguishing features whatsoever, but he does have a face. Excellent. I love that for him. He does have a middle part. Do I leave him with the middle part? Do I really do that to this man? Also, he is, like, so tiny in this picture. What is happening? And I love how everyone's crying and Jay's just sitting there like... No, not Jay, sorry. Kay is just sitting there like... But in the background. Because he doesn't exist, I guess. He's also the only one with eyebrows. I will make a note. Eyebrows. Because this is very important. I need accuracy. Does Rosie have eyebrows on any other things? Oh, look, Louis Luke guy has eyebrows. So proud of him. Good for him. Other than that, I don't think anyone gets eyebrows. That's fair. Why give them eyebrows when you can give them sparkly magic powers that they can then use to bedeck their hair with water droplets and flowers? Well then. Beyond that, let's quickly write down Louis Luke guy. Louis Luke guy. Just gonna call him LLG because I don't have the energy or the space in my brain. LLG, the OG villain, most terrifying man to ever exist, totally. That is a lie. I am very much exaggerating in case you couldn't tell, sorry. He has eyebrows too. eyebrows, and I will give him the indignity of a middle part. Beyond that, is there anything else about this man other than the fact that he's tied to a tree? He has shoes. Do any of the other ones have... Oh, they all have shoes. I did not notice. They have shoes that look like dinner rolls that have been flattened. Cool. I love that for them. I think that's about it. I will be putting the pictures at the end of this. I don't really have the energy to wait around and draw them and then film this. I really should have, like... But no, I didn't know what I was doing when I started filming this, so if I had started drawing them beforehand, then I wouldn't have been able to make this wonderful list with you guys where I analyze the art and then mock myself heavily. And that would suck. Because I like making fun of myself. It's fun. Which is why I'm here. Okay, so... Once again, I hope I have improved. I'm just gonna say it. If I have not improved, throw me off a cliff, toss me under a bridge, feed me to the trolls, do something. There are so many things that I deserve if I have not improved. Because this is a point to be at. It is not a bad point for a starting point. It is not a good point for an ending point. So, let us hope that our ending point is much better.
At long last I have it. Not that anyone noticed a time difference. Starting off, we have Jay, and I am so sorry I let her have eyebrows. The eyes are more even because I figured that was a flaw of my inability to draw, and not some sort of, like, piece of the character's design. It is not the best thing that I have ever drawn, for sure, but it's better, hopefully. Rosie! What is that? A hand? To be fair, we know that Rosie has hands because of the strangulation picture. I changed her pose because I thought that was part of my progression as an artist. People don't stand in menacing uniform lines with their arms behind their backs to hide the fact that I can't draw hands anymore, so I'm basically good at art at this point, right? K. No notes. Perfection. My improvement is clear. He is small, has eyebrows, and a middle part. We kept to the design while also making him better than ever before. Mistel is okay. I gave her a hand and eyebrows. They all have those, I'm sorry. Honestly, a lot of my art as a younger kid, I would omit eyelashes for the boys and omit eyebrows for the girls to try and push my gender binary that I believed in, so that was fun. But, you know, I mean, I think I was drawing eyebrows for women by this point, but I figured it was worth pointing out. Misty. Is this not a perfect redo of the old Misty, but, you know, now she has hands? And sure, I made the demon rat deers into wildebeest. It was better like this. It was better. Trust me, it was fine. We move on to our second lovely piece of art. The strangulation of the father. Just in general, I don't have much to say. I'm sorry. Sorry. Not good with words. The man is getting strangled and tied up to a tree. The girl is emotionally conflicted. Go off, queen. That's it. Good for her. I do think it is quite a bit better. I probably could have improved it a lot more if I wasn't dead inside and actually cared at all about these people. And last of all, we have the iconic Misty talking to a jaguar while Jay just kind of stands and smiles. And there's that. It's a lot better now, right? You know, the jaguar, at least, I used a reference image, that helped. And Misty is, well, she's having a grand old time talking to her jaguar buddy, and Jay's glassy-eyed stare is kind of scary, but, you know, I was going to do it in color to keep with the old one where it was in color, and then I realized that I did not care that much, and I was tired, and I am recording this at, like, 3 a.m., so no, thank you. Like, I literally just finished drawing this and was like, okay, time to finally get that audio down so I can be done with this forever. For our last and final piece of art, rather than a redraw of one of the old scenes, I have art of the new plot that I came up with where I revised them. Considering that they live in a jungle, I don't think that a bunch of, like, just with a very basic biological understanding, a bunch of pale blondes running around in the jungle does not make so much sense. So we have these two slay queens, Jay and Rosalie in the adapted version, Rosalie being the one in front. I gave her some scars because, well, for one, she was actually there when her parents died and got kind of banged up, but also just because that's fun, and they live in a jungle, so of course it's going to be somewhat dangerous. Jay is holding a magic rock. Y'all know what the magic rock is. Y'all know. That's happening. And she is, in fact, pointing a spear at someone. Yes, it's great. Tune in next week to find out what that's about. Anyway, I hope that you like them. I hope that I have improved. These are not at all the best things that I've ever drawn. They're not bad, but they're far from the quality that I normally prefer, but I just didn't have the energy to do better, and honestly, frankly, I don't care that much about these characters so as to do better, so here they are.
Thank you all for watching. Sorry that I am myself. Hope you enjoyed. See you around. And goodbye.